All right, what is going on, all my fellow speedsters, cobras, miyagitos, eagles, whatever dojo you decide to associate yourself with? Welcome to what is it, the fourth round of the
We
elimination
are
round
number
of the
4,
Kings of
baby.
Pop Culture Draft. You probably saw the previous rounds over on Jacob's channel, over on Cody's channel, and after us is Darius and
Noah
Noah's.
and Darius, baby.
I'm very excited to see what that matchup is.
So we have
Good
we have
and
back-to-back drafts. So
Mhm.
today will be me and Kevin. Right now, and in a few hours from now, it's going to be Kevin and Darius. Or not Kevin, there's Noah and
No one
Darius.
there is. And overall, I'm really excited for this. I think this was a really cool idea on Cody and Jacob's part. Oh wait, what the heck happened there? Okay, there we go. And overall, let's just get this started here. Let me share my screen here. Okay, so
Wait,
hang
hold
on.
on. I have everything else set up. Let me share my screen. I have everything else. I have it set up to like team 1, team 2.
Okay, what's up, Cobra Kai World? Welcome, welcome to the stream, man.
Wait, Kevin, take that one out for a second.
Oh, mine. All right.
And then let me put mine in. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay, that looks a lot better. All right. Okay, so to start this
Alright,
off,
so
before we do that, actually, just to make things fair,
yeah, show you
we're gonna do classic coin flip.
flip a coin, baby. Yes, sir.
Okay.
What's up, Cobra Kai World? We're also streaming on my channel, so I'm seeing you guys' comments as well. So
Yeah. Hi, what's up, Ronnie? Welcome to the stream. And yeah, let's just do a coin flip. Okay. Which one do you heads or tails, Gian?
I'm gonna take tails.
All right, I'll go heads. All right. So
All right.
Gian will go first. You want to share your screen again?
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so you will be team 1, I'll be team 2.
See. All right. Now I've thought. Yep. I've thought a lot about this. I don't know how many are gonna feel about this, but I am picking Johnny Lawrence.
Okay,
Now,
strong first pick.
The reason why I'm picking Johnny is because one, Johnny knows both Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do, and so with Johnny, he knows a lot of the styles, and I think Johnny gets along the best with a whole bunch of other students, and
All right.
a lot of the senseis, I would say. So that's why I am picking Johnny as my first pick.
All right, that's a pretty strong first pick. 1 second here. I just need to fix something. And all right. Okay, for my first pick. Okay, 1 second here. What the fuck?
Yeah, you saw that too.
This guy. Get a fucking job. All right. My first pick, I am gonna go with Chosen Taguchi. And I have my own personal reason behind this. In my personal opinion, I actually think Chosen Taguchi is one of, if not the best sensei. I think despite him being Miyagi-Do, he can be aggressive when he needs to be. And he's kind of the perfect blend of both Johnny and Daniel in a way. Right. And he even can use Miyagi-Do offensively. He knows all these techniques. And I think just because of his background, he can resonate with a lot of the students. I think that's why him and Tori, with the very quick interaction they had in season 5, they were able to resonate so well together, given how Chosen was in Karate Kid 2. What's up, Dark Chosen? So I think he's a strong pick. I think he's a good sense, and I think he can actually be a good mentor to a lot of these kids. Even some of these kids have been led astray by their previous senseis. So I think Chosen's a good pick. So I'm choosing Chosen.
Nice pick, fire pick. All right. I don't know how many would feel about this one, but these two people work very well together. I'm going with my boy Miguel.
Okay, makes sense.
Now, the reason why I picked Miguel, ever since season 1, Johnny and Miguel always work well together. Yeah, they had their ups and downs moments, but in this pick, I have to go with Miguel. I think he works well with Johnny, and Miguel's also very well in Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai. Although he's more better on the defense or on the offense side, he still can hold up with the defense. And my reasoning for Miguel is when Miguel wants to win, he's gonna win. When he's determined, when he's locked in, he wants to win the fight. So I'm gonna go with
Noah.
Miguel. What's up, Noah?
All right, that's a strong pick. For my next pick, This is where it gets kind of tough. They may have gotten off on the wrong foot, but I actually do think because the way he was in season 6, part 1, I think he's able to bounce back because between his dynamics with Johnny and Daniel. So I'm actually, and I know this is probably going to throw some people off. I'm picking Mike Barnes, and there's a reason why. Yes, they got off on the wrong foot first, but it's all. Here's the thing: this show is notorious for misunderstandings. That's how 90% of the problems in the show are. I think if Mike and Chosen can get on a good foot, I think they can be a good team. Chosen can be a good balance of offense and defense, aggression, and avoiding the fight when need be. And Mike can bring in his expertise in tournaments outside of the Valley, and he even knows about the Sekai Taikai and was planned to enter anyway. So at some point in his life, so I think Mike is a good strong pick to bring his expertise to the table to help prepare their students for this big tournament that they've never been a part of before.
Nice. So my next pick, you can't have Johnny's one son without his other. So I'm picking Robbie.
Okay, that's a good
pick. Again, I have Miguel's really good on the offense side. Robbie's really good at the defense side, and Johnny knows both. So I think with that balance, especially with part 2, yeah, Robbie got off the wrong foot, but Miguel put his head out of his ass. Miguel helped him out. Miguel basically told Robbie to focus. So them together working as a team, I'm picking Robbie.
Right. Strong pick. All right. Thanks, Darius, and good luck to you too for your draft with Noah later today.
Make sure to check out Darius and Noah later tonight.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I just want to catch up to these comments really quick. Yeah, exactly. Mike has the tournament knowledge. All right, so for my next pick here, with their expertise, I'm gonna go with this. He's the loyal soldier. He works really well with the team, and unlike his partner, he does what he's told. Give me Yoon Do-jin.
Nice.
Yeah, I think he's a strong pick, and I am still in the belief that if it wasn't for the tag team matchup, tagging in, tagging out, you 100% would have beaten Hawk in a 1v1. He has the experience. His parents have been teaching him, and his entire family's been in that dojo for generations. He can bring his own style. Chosen also knows Tang Sudo as well, and I think under Chosen and Mike, with that proper discipline, he can be put on the right track. And I honestly think Yoon can work well, even with people he's never worked before, because take a look with the brief interactions he had with Tori in the tournament. They worked pretty well together. So I think Yoon is, despite him being in Korean Cobra Kai, I actually think in a world where he was put in Miyagi-Do, I actually think he can actually Yoon can put his differences aside better than Quan. So I think Yoon could work really well on this run.
Great pick. For this one, now you're right. Now it's getting tough.
Yeah.
I'm going with the bonsai badass herself, Samantha LaRusso.
Okay, Samantha LaRusso. Okay.
Now, reasons for Sam. Again, Sam works really well with both Robbie and Miguel, right? And Sam works really well with Johnny, her other sensei. Yeah, they probably got off the wrong foot in part 2, but I believe that Sam would work really well with all three. We see in season 4, Sam wants to train Eagle Fang. So that's right. Sam is the GOAT. Shout out to RJ and Danny. But and Sam has been training Miyagi-Do since she was a little kid. So with her knowledge as well, I'm picking Samantha LaRusso.
All right. Good pick. Now, this next one, see, it's tough. Who do I go with next? And yeah, we're just starting. I think it's going to get real tough in the second half once we thin the herd here. You know what? Give me the Ivan Drago himself or Victor Drago himself. Give me Axel Kovacs. Give me Axel, okay?
Okay, nice pick.
I think he's easily moldable. And I think Axel, he works well with other people. And he's, despite him being trained by a harsh, brutal sensei like Wolf, I think Axel, given his personality, for what we've seen, he's willing to work together with people if given the chance. We saw how well he resonated with Sam to show him compassion, and I think Chosen. This is why I picked Chosen as the sensei, because he can be both gentle when he needs to be, but also hard and strict when he has to be. And I think Axel already has good discipline. He's got the power, and I think he would add. And I think him and Yoon would actually work very well together.
Nice. Okay. Now, this may work or may not, but I have faith in this. I'm going with the Karate Kid himself, Daniel LaRusso.
Daniel,
okay. Reasons why I'm picking Daniel is, again, yeah, we all know Daniel loves Miyagi-Do, right? He clearly loves Miyagi-Do. But when Johnny and Daniel are on the same page, they're winning no matter what. When they're both on the same side, when they're both like agreeing on something, they can win this. And plus, they all have their kids. So I think I am picking Daniel for my pick as the other sensei in this team.
All right, smart. Now this next pick for me, let's see. You know what? To counter having your bonsai badass, give me the Queen Cobra herself, Tori Nichols.
Great pick.
Yeah, she already works well with Yoon, and they had a brief interaction in season 5, but she had a good chemistry with Chosen. And I think Chosen is honestly would be a very good mentor to her. I brought this up earlier, but his own past, he can very resonate with Tori and help keep her focused despite her losing mom. I think Chosen could really help balance that out. Plus, Tori already works well together with Yoon, and I think she could work very well with Axel as well. Tori did train in Miyagi-Do, maybe not for very long, but she did train in Miyagi-Do. Also, if this was a real like matchup, again, we saw what happened with Robbie in the first half of part 2. Tori could throw him off balance, and in a way, Tori could even throw Sam off balance. Who knows? And Tori is the perfect counter to Sam. They have been rivals since season 2. They've been pretty much dead evens ever since season 2. So I think this is a pretty good counter to Sam.
Great pick. You know what? I'm going to go my next pick. I'm going to go with Kenny. Robbie's protege. Kenny can help. Kenny, as we've seen in part 2, again, when Kenny's locked in, he's no joke. He's trained under Silver. He's trained under Kreese. Now he's training under both Daniel and Johnny now. I think Kenny has the bag. And Robbie's his protege. Robbie's been training him since season 4. Robbie has a soft spot for Kenny. And we saw how Kenny carried Team Miyagi-Do in the Saikai Taikai. So I am going to go with Kenny Payne.
Got the canon Miyagi-Do so far?
Yeah, so far, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now for my next pick. This one's going to be tough. So, you know what? I will say give me I know he's been nerfed, but with the proper direction, I think he can make a comeback and give me Hawk.
Great pick. Nice pick.
Hawk has a strong offense, and if it wasn't for using those offense and defense, he never would have won the AllValley. Plus, being under the tutelage of Mike and Chosen, I think he could be a complete menace in this like hypothetical battle. We already saw that Hawk can. I think in things were just a bit different. Hawk and Yoon could actually work well together. There'll probably be a bridge in a bit, but I think if they can overcome that, Hawk and Yoon could be a force to be reckoned with. Hawk already has experience with working with Tori in the past, and they were a pretty strong duo in season 3. So I think this is a great pick. Having Hawk also, he may not be as fast as Kenny, but he definitely has speed on his side as well. So you have people like you have Axel, who's a tank. You have Yoon, and Hawk are kind of like have the speed and agility. Yoon also has a discipline. Tori broke through a solid stone, so I think this is a pretty solid student roster so far for me.
A great pick. You know what? This might be a little bit controversial, but I'm going to go with Zara.
Ooh, that's a good pick.
Now, the reason why I'm going to go with Zara doesn't have beef besides with Robbie. Yeah. She did some stuff to Robbie, but other than that, she doesn't have beef
with Sam. That's a whole other separate discussion, though.
Yeah, it's a whole other separate discussion. Can't talk. She doesn't have that much of a problem with Sam. She's a great fighter. And so she was like, one of the best champions in the Iron Dragons before the Saikai Taikai, before Miyagi-Do came in. So I'm going to go with Zara.
Interesting. That's a good pick. All right, for my next pick. Oh man, it's getting real tough now. You know what? Give me Sensei Kim.
Nice. Great pick.
Despite having their history, Sensei Kim was a good mentor to Tori in the second half of part 2. I mean, we already saw the dynamic between her and Choza. We've seen they can work together if they really want to. And she's already taught Yoon, and I think she can, given her side, she could definitely give the proper discipline to Hawk, Tori, and I think even Axel to keep them in line. Not in the same way that Wolf would, but I think she would give them proper discipline. And you also have Mike, the bad boy of karate. He can keep them in line as well. So I think having these three as the senseis, I think can create a very strong team, especially during training.
Great pick. My next pick. Give me the other Payne brother, Sean.
Ooh, now, that's a good pick.
Sean survived juvie. He beat Robbie's ass in season 3. He's Kenny's brother. Kenny and Sean and Robbie all working together. They could be a powerhouse by itself. So I'm taking the other Payne brother, Sean.
All right, that's good. In terms of chemistry, I think my team is pretty solid. These next couple picks might throw that off, though. I don't know. So, you know what? Yeah, okay, it's really tough now.
Yeah.
Damn. You know what? Because Sean was a good pick. I actually thought about picking Sean over Kim at first, but I thought, I'll pick Sensei Kim for discipline.
Yeah.
Just to throw a wrench in it. You know what? We need some. Give me the other binary brother. Now I know some people are like, "Whoa, that's a weird pick." Now hear me out. Yes, Dimitri is not that good of a fighter. We've all seen it. Dimitri got his ass kicked multiple times in the Sekai Taika. However, Dimitri has always been said to be the smartest of the kids. I think you need a little bit of the brains to help strategize. And I think if Dimitri and Hawk, if they have zero beef, they are a dynamic duo. We saw how they were fighting the brawl. We saw how close, and I think this could be a good counter to the Payne brothers as well. The binary bros have worked well together in the past. We saw how well they were in sync during the house fight when Hawk switched sides. And Dimitri, he can bring the strategy to the team. You have Mike, but you also have Dimitri, somebody who can use his intelligence to the team's advantage, especially in tag team matchups. We saw how well that worked out for them when they were fighting Yoon, when it was Hawk, Dimitri, and Kenny constantly switching out. So I think
great pick. Yeah,
that's why I'm going to go with Dimitri. Yes, Dimitri is a trash fighter. However, if you really saw how Dimitri has some pretty strong defense. Before he got knocked down by Diego, he was blocking almost all of his hits. And Dimitri, he was fucking up that one Dublin Thunder fighter on that platform. So I think Dimitri has strong enough defense to justify being in a fight, but he's also mainly here for strategy.
Great pick. My next pick, I'm going with Quan.
Ooh, really? Oh, that's an interesting one.
So here's the thing. Yeah, Quan's a psychopath. We all know that. Quan is a straight up psychopath. But my team is basically all Miyagi-Do. With the knowledge that Quan knows, Daniel and Johnny can help Quan out, help him learn balance, and Quan will be one of the best fighters in the entire show. So I am going with Quan.
All right, for my next pick. Oh, this is tough. You know what? Just to throw Daniel off balance, give me LaRusso. Give me Anthony LaRusso. That's only the reason why. Throw Daniel off balance.
I was thinking about picking Anthony, but I was like, nah.
Yeah, I was actually
I'm thinking Quan.
I was thinking of picking him actually earlier on. But I thought, you know what? I wanted to wait out my options first. I think so. Anthony, he did make a lot of progress, and I think with these three senseis, I think Anthony could actually rise to the occasion. Anthony has a lot of untapped potential. But even if he's not that good of a fighter, he's also smart, so he can also help strategize with Dimitri. I mean, he's the one that came up with the whole working together in the egg training.
Yeah,
and he would throw being on the opposite team. He could definitely throw Daniel and Sam off balance. possibly Robbie, although that dynamic, was mainly off screen. But, who knows? And that's mainly why I pick Anthony.
Great pick. Now, I don't know how people are going to feel about this next pick, but I'm picking Devin.
Ooh, Devin Lee.
I'm picking Devin because, one, Devin and Johnny have a great dynamic. They work very well together. Devin loves training with Johnny. Sam and Devin, yeah, they probably have butt heads a little bit in part 2, but Sam can help Devin out with that. And Kenny and Devin, they're on the same team. They work really well at the brawl. So I'm going with Devin Lee. And Devin's just a great fighter in general, so I'm picking Devin.
All right, strong pick. Now, this is where it gets tough here. I'm only going to go with this guy just because he hasn't had any beef with any of these characters yet. He hasn't had any interactions with them. Give me Sensei Wolf.
Great pick. Great.
He's got the Shaolin Sunset. He's a strong fighter, and he's not as old as Johnny and Daniel, so he's in great shape. Yes, he is a terrible mentor. However, I think with Kim, Mike, and Chosen, they can help balance that out. And, it was stated that Wolf is a former 3-time champion. He has the Shaolin Sunset on his side. I think he can be a real force to be reckoned with. And despite that, we see how despite his methods, we saw how strong Axel and Zara are because of that train. So I think if you have the Miyagi-Do side of Chosen and, the intensity of Mike and the discipline of Kim, you can actually help balance that out with Wolf. So I think Wolf is a strong pick for senseis.
Great pick. Great pick. Now, again, this one might be controversial as well, but taking Kreese.
Oh, okay. You're going to take Kreese. Interesting.
Now, the reasons why I take
Kreese, Mr. Well himself?
Mr. Well himself. Now, the reasons why I am picking Kreese still cares about Johnny. He will kill for Johnny. We see in part 2, he will kill for Johnny. And yeah, Daniel and Kreese butt heads. They're not going to work well. That's probably the only main reason. But Johnny would do anything for Kreese. He protected Kreese against Silver in part 2. So I am picking Kreese. And Kreese has pretty much worked with a lot of the kids in this list. And Quan and Kreese, they have a good dynamic as well. So picking Kreese.
Interesting pick. All right. Let's see. For my next pick. Yeah, it's down to the nitty-gritty now. This is where it gets really tough. You know what? Fuck it. Give me Kyler.
You getting Kyler?
Yeah. This is a really weird pick because this is really tough because it's down to, let's be honest, it's down to the Jobbers and Silver. And, Kyler has history with, he doesn't really have that big of beef aside from Hawk and Dimitri. But we also saw, Kyler kind of changed at the end there. So I think if Kyler was given proper train by these 4 senseis, I definitely think, and if he actually properly used his wrestling training, I think it could be a decent force. But I honestly think Kyler is just going to be used for cannon fodder. That's the only reason why I put him on my team.
Great pick. In this next pick, I'm taking Chris.
Damn. Okay.
Right. I'm picking Chris because Chris works really well with all the Miyagi-Dos right there.
Yeah.
And if you want to be technical or not, he hasn't trained under Kreese, but he's trained under Johnny and Daniel, works well together with everybody else. He has a Miyagi-Do at heart. So I'm picking Chris.
Yeah. All right. Because ultimately, I think people need to remember, this isn't just about power and skill. This is also about chemistry. If this team actually existed in universe, could they work together? So this one is tough. Doesn't really have any beef with any of them. So even though he's kind of a jobber, he can fight. Give me Dennis.
Dennis? All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's tough for me when it came down to these 3 because Dennis, he got his ass beat by Daniel 3 times, but he does have fighting experience, and he can do some shady stuff behind the scenes to throw the other team off. So who knows?
This is hard. This is tough.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't give a fuck. Give me old man Kim. Now.
Oh, speak of the devil. What's up, Danny?
What's up, Danny? Give me old man Kim. Now, the reason why I'm picking Master Kim, he's got the knowledge. That man is almost 100. He is 100 almost. He's got the knowledge. He's been fighting his entire life. He can give some knowledge to Kreese and pass it on. So I'm picking Master Kim.
All right, that's a good pick. Oh, man, this is tough. It's down to these last three because, honestly, this motherfucker, is going to hurt both teams. So I'm not going to pick him. So, you know what? Just for the memes, give me Bert. Give me Bert.
Nice. You know what? I don't want this fucker on my team. Give me Silver. Yeah. I don't want this fucker on my team.
But honestly, I think Silver would hurt both teams. This man has beef with literally everybody.
That's why he's like picked last. You
know what? I'll take Mitch. Have Mitch and Kyler be cannon fodder. Yeah, this was tough. Like, honestly, like I think like the first half of my team can actually work together in theory. It ultimately depends on, proper discipline. But yeah, this was tough in the second half because, all we had really was Silver and the Jobbers, because I contemplated on picking Silver, but I just thought, you know what? There is no way in hell that this team would work well together with Silver. Tori has beef with him. Mike's got beef with him. Chosen's got beef with him. Dimitri and Hawk technically have beef with him. To an extent, Kim has beef with him.
This team is tough, man.
Yeah, because Silver is just like a D1 hater. That man has beef with literally everybody. But yeah, that is our teams.
Our teams for voting, guys. I think our vote is tomorrow, because right now, if you go on Cody's Instagram, Strike First Media Instagram, and the community tab and Twitter, that right now you can vote for Jacob or Adam.
Yeah.
Right now, so you can vote right there, and I think me and Kevin will go with tomorrow for our team.
Yeah, so Cody, shout out to him. He'll be like in charge of the voting. So if you want to vote on, go over to his channel. Hang on, let's see. All right. So go over to his channel, as he's the one that's organizing all the voting. So how this is gonna work is there'll be 3 different votes. There'll be on his community tab, his Twitter, and his Instagram story. Now, the voting will, like Gian said, will be tomorrow. I think the current voting now is Jacob and Adam, which was yesterday's match. Mm-hmm. And ultimately, yeah, this was really fun. This was our draft. These are our teams. So
there's a good point. Why should people vote for your team, and why should people vote for my team? So you go first. Why should people vote?
Honestly, I actually think this is a solid team, minus like the Jobbers, like the last 4. But I actually think, in theory, Wolf does kind of throw things a little off. I actually think, in theory, I think that this team could work together with mainly because of the senseis. Like I said, I think because of who Chosen is, I think Chosen could work in theory, could work with any of these students. Chosen, because of how he's changed, how he's developed. He can be gentle when he needs to be. Like we saw the scenes with him and Sam, but he can also be hard when he has to be during the egg training. And I think Chosen, he already has his bond with Tori. I know for a fact Chosen and Hawk will make a great sensei and student duo. And I actually think he could actually get through to Axel. I think he'd be a good mentor to Axel. And I think to an extent Kim as well. Kim and Chosen already have good chemistry, both on and off the mat and on the beach. Mike, he has to he is mainly here to help train them if need be, but he's mainly here for strategy because of his experience in being a national champion. That's why I put him on here. Yoon actually does what he's told, unlike Quan. So I think he can actually work well with these other senseis. And I actually think out of all the Korean Cobra Kai students, Yoon would work well in Miyagi-Do the most, in my opinion. And we already saw him work well together with Tori. Hawk and Dimitri, again, if they can get their shit together, they are a near unstoppable duo. We've seen them fight well in group fights, and I think they'd be great on this team. Dimitri, again, is mainly here for strategy. He can help strategize. Okay, guys, here's what we need to do on tag team fights. You guys, you go first, and so on and so forth. Anthony's kind of here just to throw the other team off balance. Wolf does kind of throw a wrench in here. However, I think the other three senseis can help balance him out and can probably keep him in check.
Great pick. Great reasons.
And Kyler, Bert, and Mitch, even though I love my boy Bert, they're just cannon fodder. They're just kind of there to, fill up a slot. That's it.
So my team, it may look controversial with the senseis, but the thing is, Johnny has both of his sons on his team, right? Miguel and Robbie work so well together. They work past their differences, but I think also we have Sam and Daniel, the two Team Miyagi's, the three Miyagi students, actually. Daniel, Sam, and Robbie. Again, they could teach us so much more about the defense side of it, while Johnny can teach more about the offense side with Kenny as well, because Kenny's very well with offense. And so with Kenny learning defense now with Miyagi-Do, he's going to be a monster. With Zara, she's one of the best champions in the world. So with her learning Miyagi-Do, finding her balance, she can learn well with that. And again, Sean's on the same team with Kenny, with his brother, and Robbie. All three of them as a team itself is already good. We have Quan, like I said before. Quan may be a psychopath, but with the psychopath, Quan can learn balance from Daniel, and he can learn a little bit from Johnny too. And not only that, he has his other sensei, Kreese. Now, Kreese may try to infiltrate with Daniel and Johnny.
Hey, Cody, what's up, man?
But what's up, Cody? But I think that with Kreese helping Quan out, they'll be fine together. And maybe Johnny might put Kreese in check, because Johnny still does care about Kreese, as we've seen with part 2 at the Brawl fight. And with Chris, he's also a Team Miyagi-Do. Old Man Kim, he got the knowledge. And Silver, he's probably going to be the only problem in my team, but Silver can kick ass. So that's why I think my team.
Yes, sir. We're going all in.
Going on. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So honestly, this was tough. I think both teams are solid.
Both teams are really great.
And to throw another one on my defense, yeah, Axel's not only just a tank, but I actually think, given some certain character dynamics, I actually think Axel can actually work well with most of these characters if given the chance. We have seen that Axel, he might come across, as, cold. We've seen, the softer side of him. They can relate to that softer side. And I actually think Tori could relate to Axel, given her own experiences from season 5. I think Yoon would work really well with Axel. So I think in terms of the students, Kyler might throw things in, given his cocky ass, but I think this team of students can actually work pretty decently well together. And ultimately comes down to Wolf. Wolf, like yours with Silver, Wolf is like the one that kind of might throw some things off, Wolf and Dennis. But I think the three senseis that I have, the trio of Chosen, Mike, and Kim, I think they can keep everybody in check, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah, so I think my team can work pretty well my team could work very well together, and they can learn off of each other. With Devin, she's really great with Johnny, and now she's very determined as well. Like Miguel, she's very determined to win. So I think that's why I think my team should.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, Cody will be in charge of the voting. So like we said before, go to his YouTube community tab, which the voting for ours should be up tomorrow.
Yeah.
So go to his community tab on his channel, go to his Twitter, and go to his Instagram story when that's up tomorrow, because that's when the voting will start. And overall, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun, and yeah, we'll see what the results are and who will move on to the semis, and then who will move on to the finals. And right after ours, it is, of course, the final of the eliminations. We have Darius and Noah. Very excited to see how that match goes up. And yeah, we'll see. And this draft idea is fun, and we have discussed potentially doing other types of drafts. So who knows? Maybe we could me and Gian could do an Arrowverse draft or something, or a Flash draft.
That would be so fun, actually.
We talked
that
about
would be more tough, actually. A Flash draft and Arrowverse.
We talked about doing DC, Marvel, Reevesverse, etc. So
Star
there's
Wars.
a lot of ideas for drafts in the future within our channel. So yeah, we'll let you guys know when any of those come up. And yeah, go make sure you go over to Gian's channel, subscribe to him. I put a link in the description as well. As we're doing a dual stream, very similar to how me and Jacob did our live reaction to Geek Week. Sorry to have to bring that up. Yeah, overall, we this is ultimately our teams. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and yeah, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, turn notifications on miss any future content on my channel. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, all that good stuff. Make sure to check out Patreon for uncut reactions, and like I said, go check out Gian's channel as well as the other boys. Go check out Cody's channel, Strike First Mia, Jacob's, the Chosen One, and everybody else involved. And if you want to know where to find the Noah and Darius's draft, go to TCK's channel. I'll probably put that in the comments after this is done. But overall, yeah. Any finishing words, Gian?
Kevin, you are a worthy opponent. This was so fun, man.
Yeah, you are a worthy opponent as well.
It was really fun, man. And hopefully, like you said, we can do more in the future. That's not Cobra Kai related. We can do Arrowverse. We can do the Flash, like you said, Star Wars. So it'll be really fun. Kevin, you're a worthy opponent, and may the best man win, man.
Yeah, let the best man win. So yeah, shout out to Cody for popping in, Rodney, Tristan, Darth Chosen, Danny, thanks for popping in, man. Darius, good luck to you later today. Let's see, did I miss anybody up here? I'm sorry, I missed your comment, Evan. If you're still in here, thanks for popping in. Cobra Kai Karate.
That's not the right Cobra Kai Karate.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. World. Adam, thanks for popping in, and Noah, good luck to you as well tonight. And anyway, yeah, I think we're gonna end this right here. This was a lot of fun, and yeah, we'll see you guys in next stream, draft, whatever it is. So yeah, take care, everybody.
Take care, guys.